Welcome to Taking Stock, Kevin.
Hi, Kalea, and everybody in this grouping. Welcome.
I can't believe it's the first time you're coming on this show.
Yeah, but
It's
you know,
way
you know,
overdue.
there's a reason. Nothing don't happen before it time, right?
That's
You
true.
know. So I'm
That is
I'm
true.
live at the Summit House right now, which is one of our acquisitions. So I invite you viewers to visit us down here and
That's
enjoy.
formerly known as the Knutsford Court Hotel, now
Yeah,
rebranded
man.
Summit. You're a partner in that investment.
Yes, we are. Yes, I am.
Okay, well, before we get into all the amazing stuff that you've been doing over the last couple of years, give us some background on you. I first met you as CEO of Sagicor Investments. So you have an extensive background in investment banking, but take us back even before that. What's your background?
No, I'm a econ professional. I have a first degree in economics and a master's, MBA in banking and finance. I work in every aspect of the financial industry from insurance, risk, you name it, asset management, research. I've done it from for the last 20 X years. I don't want to date myself, but I know you see the gray here, so I guess you know my age. Um, but what I have done is that I've built up a knowledge base and relationships that has allowed me to just build roots, and roots is based on what I believe is necessary for the region right now. Um, so my background is fairly simple. I was a research guy when I got into the investment space, wrote articles, won investment competitions, and then I just morphed into this deal maker. And now Roots is the result of all of that and the relationships that were created. So that's where we are. And we have one goal, which is to democratize wealth. That's our goal.
Mm,
That's what Roots' purpose is.
I love that. Democratize wealth. So how are you going about that?
So basically, what we do is offer solutions to entrepreneurs that are not necessarily ready for the mainstream financial sector, and we provide guidance. So we take our equity stake in these businesses, we sit on their boards, we meet with the CEOs regularly. They come to Summit House and we have drinks and talk strategy and figure out how we grow the business. And with a goal to bring them public within 24 months. And once that happens, that's how the democratization of wealth happens, because they themselves become fairly wealthy, but they also allow their clients, their partners to participate in the growth of the company through an IPO. So that's our main focus on how we see how you build out the business, build out businesses, because we don't want, what we think is best for Jamaica is getting as many people as possible happy and having hope and creating wealth for themselves. And when that happens, there will be this I don't know what's the word, but it would be like a landslide of growth happening across the country. So the more people that have access to financing options is the more businesses that can be funded and the more growth the economy will have. So that's our sole purpose. We'll make money along the way, but our goal is not just to make money. Our goal is to build businesses. So far, Roots has invested in 10 companies, um, and I can tell you all 10 have been having tremendous impact.
Can you
And
name the 10 offhand?
all right, so you have WiPay, you have Summit, which is formerly Knutsford Court Hotel. You have Medical Associates. You have Quick Carts, which I hope all of you ordering your
Oh,
food
you're
through.
invested in Quick Cart too? Nice.
Yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah, man. Money doing a tremendous job, and we don't leave. We stick to our country and support it. Amazing Concrete. We do whatever kind of flooring you want, and that business has expanded. It's across the Caribbean now. Um, Invested in Carib Shopper, which is another strong business that is bringing Jamaican and Caribbean products to the world. Um, I'm blanking out. I'm invested in Home Choice. If you like the ginger extract, it's very lovely, you know. And I think what you want us to talk about is the latest. How many are gone, Kali?
I'd lost count.
Yeah, I lost count too. So we have some in the pipeline that is to come. But Mothers, I think everybody is excited about the Mothers acquisition because they didn't see it coming. But that's
And
what
because
has
it's such a
happened
big
recently.
name, it's a household name in Jamaica. Everybody knows Mothers.
Yeah, and that's what we hope happens with all the brands that we have invested in, that they become household names. But yes, Mothers is a brand that I grew up on. I'm from Portmore. I usually go there on a Sunday, go have the Sundays. I remember when I was taking bus from Woolmars to go home, every end of term, we hopefully could get the burger from Mother's York Plaza, and now I'm on the board of the company. So it just
Wow.
speaks to it's just for all your listeners out there, there's an opportunity that is available to everyone that just has the right mindset and willing to listen and learn from others and just structure things properly. Because investing is about discipline and just having a goal. And that's what we have done. So Mothers represents one of the companies in what we are trying to do with Roots. Roots is only invested in 5 industries, and our goal is to build these industries across the Caribbean to create economic growth. It's not just to make money, it's to grow the countries that we operate in. So we're in
Yeah.
healthcare. That's why the medical associates acquisition, and there's more to come in that space. We're in food. That's why Home Choice. That's why Mothers. We in technology. That's why WiPay. That's why we did
Carib
Edifo
Shopper.
called Carib Shopper. You understand? We in real estate, and we in property construction. Those are the areas that we focus on because we believe, why healthcare? Because we believe that health will enable persons to a healthy person is a better producer, a better contributor to the economy. Food is important because we need to be able to sustain ourselves and eat properly and eat the right things. You understand? And technology is just the basis of everything. Technology is the great equalizer. It allows people that never had it before, once they have the brain power, they can create wealth for themselves. We're seeing it happening right across Africa, and it's now happening in the Caribbean. The amount of companies that have been created since then. And real estate, to me, our look on real estate is totally different. We're not trying to do residential. I'm invested in a residential entity which is parallel, and I'm supporting what is happening in St. Thomas through Suncoast. But what we want is commercial spaces that people want to work in, a very inclusive space that is secure, but it enhances your mental health and it increases your productivity. And that's what Summit is. That's what we're trying to create here. So it's a whole heap of things. I could
Yeah.
talk about a lot of things. So just
Parallel is Tyrone's company
yeah,
development.
yeah.
Yeah. When is that expected to be completed?
I'll let him update you on that, but it's going on. Approvals have been in, and that construction is going to happen. And Suncoast has started selling some of the
Mosquito?
they're I don't know if it's a mosquito,
You,
but
you just kill mosquito in the middle of the show.
yeah. You see, we're Roots now, we're level. And then Suncoast has started model units. So there's a lot happening. And what we're doing is we're just supporting entrepreneurs. We're trying to build the Jamaican economy. If I tell you some of the tenants already here at Summit, you know, our first tenant is she's doing very well, Dr. Kim, very famous on Twitter. She's our first tenant here and she's doing very well. So there's a lot happening, and we have transactions that are coming down the line. So
I want to talk about what you're doing at Summit House, but first, so you mentioned 5 industries that you're in, pretty diversified field of acquisitions and businesses that are in your portfolio. How do you decide which companies you are going to try to acquire? Because I'm sure you get approached every single day by people who say, oh, I have this company, I need some money, you want to become an equity investor. And worse to know that people see your face on taking stock, say, no, you're going to get even more. So how do you, like, what is the criteria for saying this is a good company that has potential for Roots Financial?
All right. So, one, there are diverse industries, but there are linkages. And what we're trying to create is a connective. I'm going to use medical terms because I'm trying to be a quack doctor. Connective tissues and everything works together to create a cohesive organism. That's what these five industries, all of them are connected in some way. I'll give you one example. Amazing Concrete did the flooring at Medical Associates cheaper than anybody else could do it. But Amazing Concrete made money from it. You follow what I'm saying? So there's connectivity through all the companies that working together. That's what we're trying to create. All
Yeah,
these
you got the
entrepreneurs
mothers doing the catering at Summit.
there you go. Yeah, you get it. So that's the point. What we're trying to do. We're trying to create this ecosystem that works. So what is my criteria? The first thing is, if the business does not have the potential to sell to more than 1 million people, I'm not going to invest in it. I'm not trying to be Jamaica centric. Yes, we want to be here and develop our country, but we have to focus on expansive markets. So our goal is to build companies that can go abroad, that can sell to a diverse cross section of people. That's our goal. So that's the first criteria. So I've met with entrepreneurs and I tell them if they just want a salary out of this, I'm not the investor for them. But if they want to create a legacy and businesses that will last, because I grew up on the Tia Maria and the Appleton and the different things that have been sold to foreign companies. We want to create more of that. And that's what we're trying to create. Because that's what Jamaica is known for. We create things that are lasting. We created our own genre of music, several different genres. And that's what we are known for. And that's what I want to do in the business community.
Yeah, Stronglink says, what? Are you the Jamaican shark?
No,
And
I'm not a shark.
and then who am I wants to know is if Roots is like a KKR or a BlackRock.
So we have a different take on private equity. There are a lot of people that have set up funds and all that. We are a limited liability company that is registered in Jamaica. We invest in companies. Anybody that invests alongside me get the same terms as me. And they extract value from the listing and any dividends that are paid. It's a simple model. And I sit on the board and the entrepreneur runs their company, and any gaps that they have, I, with my partners, are able to provide that. That's the simple model. We're not trying to take away your vision. We're trying to help you to get to the goals quicker. That's what we're here to do. So how we choose businesses, it's very personal. We sit with the entrepreneur and we have to assess their integrity, and we have to understand that they want to succeed and they're not just here for a money grab. And then if the idea makes sense, if it has legs, we'll invest in it. But we'll go through a thorough due diligence process, have partners that do the assessment, build the business models. We have good legal counsel. So it's a thorough process. It takes 6 weeks minimum to close a deal. Some deals take 18 months. So it's a long process. I'm not financial director of Roots. I'm just director.
Okay, understood. Please change that for me, producer. So coming to the most recent acquisition, 100% of mothers. What is your vision for this brand?
All right. So Mothers is one of those companies that I think I put it in the category of Grace Appleton. It's a name that I think has legs, much like a Island Grill, much like a Tasties. So the goal is for me, Mothers is not a party company. It's a food company, right? It owns diverse brands. So when you go to Devon House and eat a patty there, it's Mothers make it. When you go to Pimentos and drink the nice red pea soup or the seafood chowder, his mothers make it. Their sweet chili chicken. Listen, I don't know if you try it yet. It might go against
No.
your gym program, but listen, the food is good. Basically, mothers makes things that remind us of home. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what we're creating. So we have a bakery that we hope will become export oriented. We hope to sell the patties through Carib Shopper. We hope to build out more locations across Jamaica and just make the company be a stronger brand in the region. We already have people calling us from all over the Caribbean wanting to work with us um, to bring this brand further afield. So what we're
Yeah,
going to
I
do,
was
the
about
first
to ask
thing,
you, do you see the franchise expanding beyond Jamaica and seeing mothers in Trinidad, mothers in Miami, mothers all over the world?
well, what I will say to you, and is not to push the cart before the horse, I can tell you within a couple of months, this company will be, it's going to be a lot larger than what it is now. And that's what we're building. Um, I don't know if you have ever had Mother's ice cream. It is fantastic. Um, it's just a
I didn't even know
company
they
that
made ice cream.
that's what I'm saying. People just don't understand that this company is a very well-built organization. So I have to big up Carlisle Hudson and Adrian and Richard Foreman. They built a fantastic company. The team that is there is excellent. We have brought in Sheldon Seymour to run the company, and he's already immersed himself in there. And I'm involved from the financing side. And what we're doing is just making the company strong, robust, to just be another entity that all Jamaicans can be proud of. That's what we're building. So we're going to be strong in catering. We're going to be strong in quick service. And we're going to be strong in baked products. That's what we're doing. And we're going to build it out as quickly as possible. Roots did not buy it alone. We bought it in partnership with individuals that I can't make known now. But in essence, we work together and we're building out. And every partner that I have that is invested in the entity, they bring strategic value. And every one of my deals, that's what we do. We bring along people that they enhance the value of the entity that we're investing in. Because at the end of the day, the end goal is to create an entity that is strong enough to sustain itself and then can list on the stock market.
Can you say what the purchase price was?
Nope.
All right. Well, you mentioned just now to eventually list on the stock market, and you said earlier as well that all the companies you acquire, you want to have them IPO within 24 months, which brings me to Alaine's question. She wants to know Mother's IPO loading in 2023?
No, too early.
Not this year.
Too early. But there's another one that will be coming soon.
As
It
in this
might be,
year?
well, we'll see. Conditions kind of rough in the market right now, but we like to do amazing things.
I see what you did there. Wink, wink. All right. I can take the hint. All right. So let's talk about Summit since you're there right now, Summit House. How has that been going? So is it still a hotel or is it just rebranded as a business?
It's a business complex. It's our take on how businesses should operate. So our business, we see the new business location or centers. We think that employees and companies want a place where the employees can feel safe, they have proper parking, but they also have somewhere where they can go out and detox. So let's say you're in the office and you and your boss just have a little clash. You can go by the pool and put your foot in the pool and go on your laptop and do some work instead of being in the office. Or if you just want to work out some sweat, you go to our gym and pump some sweat and then go back and be productive again. We're creating an environment where it's just for the new, it's the new paradigm, right? COVID taught us this, that you don't have to be behind a desk. And that's the environment that we've created. So Flow has partnered with us to make sure that the technology is up. Digital is also on board, so we have redundancies. And we have created an environment where you can be anywhere on this property and be connected. That's one. Two, we have created an environment where you have the summit house where you can have nice cocktails and relax and unwind with your friends to good music in different ways. And the key shot with Summit House is that, not Summit House, with Summit is that it's open 24 hours and it will have these characteristics. We have health facilities. So if you get sick, you can run over to medical associates and get a doctor taking care of you. If you want something done special to you, we have Dr. Kim to take care of you. If you need marketing consultancy, we have companies like Co-Create that is already located here. If you need training, we have companies like Edifocal that is already located here. So it's a company, it's a place, a community that brings people of diverse attributes together. And what we want is to iron sharpen iron. That's what we're building. But it's
So
also going to be a vibe. It's going to be a place that you want to be. And it's going to be open 24/7 because we have proper security. The cameras are there, the security personnel are there, the parking is there, and we're building a nice place for people to work and feel comfortable.
So you're renting office space there now?
Yeah, right now. So if you're ready, you can move your studio here.
Trust me. What square footage, what do you have available?
We have 120,000 square feet of space.
And in what parcels? Like what's the sizes that you offer?
We can tailor it to your needs. It's flexible. We have a good engineering firm working on everything, so we can create the space that you need. But right now, the parcels, the smallest, we are going to have retail space, and the smallest retail space is about 300 square feet. And we have companies that are taking up to 11,000 square feet. So we have different kinds of dynamics happening there.
Okay, very, very interesting. Tell me about what's going on with WiPay, because it's been probably about 2 years now. I've been hearing they plan to IPO. They've been making their name known. They sponsored Sumfest last year. What's the update with WiPay?
Well, WiPay is doing a lot of great things now, and I have to be very careful what I say because it's a financial company. But WiPay machines, if you come to Summit House, is WiPay machines you're using here, right? And that has been distributed across several locations. But WiPay goal is to be a payment facilitator. So they want to do as many financial transactions as possible. And that's the goal. So it's a profitable company, first of all. And we have good banking partners, big up to JMB and First Global. And we are doing the processing for a lot of people. That's what I can say without reaching on much, but it's doing well. No IPO would be prudent to do at this stage because the market is in a downward trajectory. So we have to be careful. And the truth is, when the time is right, we list it. You know that my background is I take companies to the market. So when the time is right, we'll take it to the market. And it will be special when we do it because we're going to do it in a special way. It's going to be a unique way, but it's also going to achieve our goal of democratization of wealth.
So a lot of people have been asking about IPO for Roots Financial itself. So Elaine specifically asked, should we expect an IPO from Roots?
I don't know. Elaine, how much you want?
The man said, put in your order, Elaine.
No, but listen, and the legacy that we want to create is we want to show what makes Jamaican special. And I know everybody think all the negativity and it saddens me and all of that. But I think we need to realize that there's a lot good happening and we need to make that permeate and be more dominant in the space until we get the negativity under control. Because we are Jamaicans and we create good things. And Roots is just one of those things. Now, will I share it with people? Definitely. I want Jamaicans to participate in this because this is not a Jamaican company. Yes, it started here and it will be rooted here, but we have businesses in Miami. Somebody called me the other day as far as Ghana for me to invest in them. So we're very focused on building a global entity. And yes, Elaine, if you want to join the train, we'll figure something out later on when that time comes. But
Okay.
our
The
goal is
same
to create a global entity.
follow-up question, same thing. Well, I guess you answered it. Who am I? Said, how do we invest in roots? So you're saying when the time comes, the people will know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We know how to get the fact that I'm here. There's a reason. It means that something is coming down the road. And I don't want to. I know the rules and regulations surrounding IPO, so I'm not preparing the market. I'm just saying that we're here. We took a hiatus for 3 years, stayed out of the public space as much as possible, but we are coming out now to set to the market. This is what we have done, and we did it for this reason. And we just want the public to know that we're here to build the country, and we wanted to participate at some stage. So when you see us come with something, you know this was the start.
Steve says, I love the vision, and I'm seeing a lot of comments like that as well. Rashad wants to know, do you also do angel investing for startups?
So the truth is, I am I am one person, so capital is limited. Um, so we have to pick our battles, right? But what we also do is help people to raise money. So I don't, I have done transactions which I have not invested in, but I facilitate them raising the capital. So I can do that. And that's the other aspect of the business that we're building out, because we have a very narrow focus. Well, not narrow, but we have 5 industries. But people have come to me from other industries, and we can facilitate them, and we will help them, because, as I said, our goal is to help businesses. Um, so, can we do angel investing? Yes, we can. But if we can't do it, we try to put you in touch with the right person.
So how do
But
people
but
get
but
in?
but don't call me now, because Roots remains one person right now.
You're doing a whole lot for one person. Because I meant to ask you, you have investments in 10 businesses, you're sitting on boards. I was like, no, man, Kevin has a whole team. This must be like a, a whole
No,
big
man, I have a
office
good
with a
team
bunch
now.
of people.
No, I have a good team in terms of, so when we did the health acquisitions, Novamed is I did in partnership with David Walcott and Kirk Hamilton, right? So David is the medical whiz. I know finance. So I lean on him for his advice, and I help raise the money to get those deals done. So I have partners that are expert in their areas that can assist, guide in certain areas. Because I stay in my lane, but I lean on the people that know more than me in that area, so that they can provide the information so we can make the right decision. But I also have to say that I have advisors and partners that are in the legal domain, in the marketing domain, in the accounting domain, that ensures that I'm following the regulations and the laws that govern the different countries that we operate in. So when I say Roots right now, is me, but we have partners that provide different services from different times.
Cool, understood. Well, last week, Kevin, we had Michael Leachin on the show, and we had our viewers asking Mr. Leachin if he would offer mentorship. And I see somebody just jump on the opportunity to ask you. Alton wants to know, is there any possibility for you to offer mentorship to potential young entrepreneurs?
Why I'm trying to figure out how to do that, because there's 24 hours in a day, right? So
Yeah.
um, I work almost 16 hours every day except Sundays. So I'm available to persons, and I encourage them. Typically, where I interact with people is in the evenings at Summit House when they come here, and we have discussions and different kind of, and I'm able to provide some form of mentorship. But a formal mentorship program, I can't do it now, but eventually I'll get there when I have a bigger
Understood.
team, and we build out the thing properly.
That's a reasonable position. I mean, you have a whole lot on your plate. But guys, you heard where you can meet him. He's at Summit House every evening. Go there, buy a drink, have a par, and throw something Kevin's way. You never know what you might get, right?
Yeah, you can see me at the gym
You know, I haven't
with
seen you at the gym in a minute. You still going?
no, I don't have the time. I told you I work in 16 hours now. So and I don't know, I need to do better, but I have a goal now and we're getting there. So hopefully I can get back into the gym.
Yeah, it's tough. You have to prioritize it or else it never happens. I literally put it on my calendar or else I'm gonna schedule meetings during that time and forget. Yeah. But thank you so much, Kevin, and I wish you all the best with all these endeavors. We're looking out for that amazing opportunity coming up soon, among others.
Yeah, man. Thank you for the time and I appreciate your show. Big up to the viewers out there. You're doing a good job. Keep teaching the people them about finance. It's a tool to get you to your goals.
Absolutely. Thank you again.